everyone. We, the members of Marian Library Jyothi, are planning to celebrate reading at home during this COVID-19 lockdown period with a series of events that are intended to rekindle the spirit of reading among students. With schools closed due to COVID-19 and families confined at home, books are more important than ever to stimulate minds and inspire hopes. In fact, some research has found reading has surged in many households since lockdown restrictions have been put in place. The pandemic has created a global crisis with far-reaching social, economical and spiritual repercussions. Our resilience during these challenging times will be tested not only by how we combat the spread of the virus, but also how we make the best of the circumstances. In this series, I would like to introduce a new book to you, My Hero Is You, a storybook for children on COVID-19. The book, aimed primarily at children aged 6 to 11 years old, is a project developed by the Interagency Standing Committee Reference Group on mental health and psychological support in emergency settings. This book was shared through storytelling to children in several countries affected by COVID-19. This new storybook aims to help children understand and come in terms with COVID-19. It has been produced by a collaboration of more than 50 organizations working in the humanitarian sector, including the WHO, United Nations Children Fund and Save the Children. Here comes Sneha and Thomas with that story I mentioned, My Hero Is You. Thank you.
Are you ready to hear a story? Sarah's mom is her hero because she is the best mom and the best scientist in the world. But even Sarah's mom cannot find a cure for the coronavirus. What does COVID-19 look like? Sarah asked her mom. COVID-19 or the coronavirus is so tiny. We can't see it, said her mom. But it spreads in the coughs and sneezes of people who are sick, and when they touch people or things around them. People who are sick get a fever and a cough and can have some trouble breathing. So, we can't fight it because we can't see it? Sarah asked. We can fight it, said Sarah's mom. That's why I need you to be safe, Sarah. The virus affects all kinds of people and everyone can help us fight it. Children are special and they can help too. You need to stay safe for all of us. I need you to be my hero. Sarah laid in bed that night and did not feel like a hero at all. She felt upset. She wanted to go to school, but her school was closed. She wanted to see her friends, but it was not safe. Sarah wanted the coronavirus to stop scaring her world. Heroes have superpowers, said Sarah to herself, closing her eyes to sleep. What do I have? Suddenly, a gentle voice whispered her name in the darkness. Who's there? Sarah whispered back. What do you need to be a hero, Sarah? The voice asked her. I need a way to tell all the children in the world how to protect themselves so they can protect everyone else, said Sarah. So, what do you need me to be? The voice asked. I need something that can fly, something with a big voice, and something that can help. With a whoosh, something amazing stepped into the moonlight. What are you? Gasped Sarah. I'm Ariel, he said. I've never seen an Ariel before, said Sarah. Well, I've been here all along, said Ariel. I come from your heart. If I have you, then I can tell all the children in the world about the coronavirus, said Sarah. I can be a hero. But wait, Ariel, is it safe to travel with the coronavirus around? Only with me, Sarah, said Ariel. Nothing can harm you when we are together. So, Sarah jumped on Ariel's back and together they soared out through her bedroom window into the night sky. They flew towards the stars and said hello to the moon. As the sun rose, they landed in a lovely desert by pyramids, where a small group of children were playing. The children cried out in joy and waved at Sarah and her Ariel. Welcome! I'm Salim, cried one of the boys. What are you doing here? Sorry, we can't come any closer. We have to stay at least 1 meter away. That's why we are here, Sarah called back. I'm Sarah and this is Ariel. Did you know that children can keep their neighbors, parents, friends, and grandparents safe from the coronavirus? We all need to wash our hands with soap and water, said Salim with a smile. We know, Sarah. We also cuff into our elbows if we are sick, and we wave to people instead of shaking hands. We try to stay inside, but we live in a very crowded city. Not everybody is staying home. Maybe I can help with that, said Ariel. They can't see the coronavirus, but they can see me. Jump on, but please sit on both sides of my wings. They are at least 1 meter apart. Ariel flew into the sky with Salim and Sarah on both sides of his wings. He flew across the city and began to roar and sing. Salim cried out to the children in the streets, Go tell your families we are safer inside. We can take care of each other best by staying home. People were amazed by what they saw. They waved and agreed to go into their houses. Ariel soared high into the sky. Salim cried out in joy. Up there in the clouds, a plane flew by and the passengers looked out at them in awe. People will have to stop traveling soon, at least for now, said Salim. They are closing the borders across the world, but we should all stay where we are and with people we love. So many things feel like they've changed, said Sarah. I get scared about it sometimes. It can feel scary and confusing when things are changing, Sarah, said Ariel. When I feel scared, I breathe very slowly and breathe out fire. Ariel blew out a huge fireball. What do you do when you feel scared? Asked Ariel. I like to think about someone who makes me feel safe, said Sarah. Me too. I think of all the people who help me feel safe, like my grandparents, said Salim. I miss them. I can't give them a hug because I could give them the coronavirus. We usually see them every weekend, but not now because we have to keep them safe. Can you call them? Sarah asked her friend. Oh yes, said Salim. They call me every day and I tell them about all the things we are doing at home. It makes me feel better and it makes them feel better too. It's normal to miss people we love that we can't see right now, said Ariel. It shows how much we care. Would it make you feel better to meet other heroes? Yes, please, Sarah and Salim cried back. Great, my friend Sasha has a very special superpower. Let's go, said Ariel. And so they soared down to earth and landed by a small village. A girl was outside her house picking flowers. When she saw Ariel and the children sitting on his wings, she laughed. Ariel, she cried, we have to stay at least 1 meter apart. So I'll throw you a hug. What are you all doing here? I felt your hug when you told me that, Sasha, said Ariel. I love how we can use words to show that we care and actions too. I wanted my friends to learn about your superpower. What is my superpower? Said Sasha. Since someone in your family got sick, you're staying at home to make sure you don't have the coronavirus, said Ariel. Yes, it's my dad, and he's staying in his bedroom until he gets completely better, said Sasha. But it's not so bad. We play games, cook, spend time in our garden, and have meals together. My brothers and I touch our toes and dance. We read books, and I can keep learning because sometimes I miss school. Staying at home felt weird at first, but now it feels normal. That's not always easy, Sasha, said Ariel. You're finding ways to have fun and get along with your loved ones at home. That makes you my hero. Do you ever fight with your family? Asked Salim. We fight sometimes, said Sasha. We have to be extra patient and extra understanding and even quicker to say I am sorry. That is a real superpower because it can make ourselves and others feel better. I also need a little time alone. I love dancing and singing on my own, and I can call my friends sometimes. But Ariel, what about the people who are far from home or don't have a house? Asked Sarah. That is a great question, Sarah. Let's go and find out. And so they said goodbye to Sasha and set out once more. The air grew warmer as they landed on a small island by the sea. There they saw a camp full of people. One girl saw them and waved from a distance. Hi, Ariel! I'm so happy to see you again, she called out. We are trying to stay at least 1 meter apart, so I'll talk to you from here. But I'd love to meet your friends. Hi, my name is Leela. Hi, Leela. I'm Sarah and this is Salim. Sarah called back. It sounds like you're trying to protect yourself from the coronavirus. What else are you doing? We're washing our hands with soap and water, Leela called back. Do you also cough in your elbow? Asked Salim. Can you show us how? Leela called back. So Salim showed them. We are all trying to be brave, but I'm worried about something, said Leela. Can I talk about it with you? I heard someone got sick and died from the coronavirus, and it made me very afraid. Is it true that people can die from the coronavirus? Ariel breathed a big sigh and sat down on his enormous bottom. Yes, little heroes, it's strange, said Ariel. Some people don't feel sick at all, but some people can be very sick and some might die. That's why we all have to be especially careful with older people and those with other illnesses because they tend to get more sick. Sometimes, when we are feeling very afraid or unsafe, it can help to imagine a safe place in our minds. Would you like to try this with me? They all said yes, and so Ariel asked the children to close their eyes and imagine a safe place where they feel safe. Focus on a memory or a time when you felt safe, said Ariel. He then asked them what they could see, what they could hear, and even what they could smell in their safe place. He asked if there was anyone else they would like to invite into their safe place and what they might talk about together. You can go to your safe place whenever you feel sad or afraid, said Ariel. This is your superpower, and you can share it with your friends and family. And remember that I care about you, and many people do. Leela said, we can all care for each other. That's right, Leela, said Ariel. We can care for each other wherever we are. Would you like to come with us on our last journey? Leela decided to travel with Ariel and her new friends. Sarah was glad Leela joined them because she knew that sometimes we needed to support each other. They flew quietly without words, but Leela knew that her friends would love her. Snowy mountains slowly came into view, and Ariel landed in a small town. A few children were playing by the streets. Ariel, one of them cried, waving to him. Hello, Kim, said Ariel. Everyone, I would like you to meet some friends of mine who had the coronavirus and got better. What was it like? Salim asked. I was coughing and felt too hot sometimes. I was also really tired and didn't want to play for a few days, said Kim. But I slept a lot and my family took care of me. Sarah fell asleep, and when she woke up the next day, Ariel was gone. So she went to her safe place to talk to him. Then drew everything they had seen and learned on their adventure. She ran to her mom with her drawing to tell her the news. We can all help people be safe, Mom, she said. I met so many heroes on my adventure. Oh, Sarah, you're right, said her mom. There are many heroes keeping people safe from the coronavirus, like wonderful doctors and nurses. But you remind me that we can all be heroes every day. And my biggest hero is you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha.
Hi everyone. Well, with the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in India, the government has implemented a strict lockdown across the country. As a result, all the educational institutions have been shut down, and I, as a student, have been left with a lot of time. Instead of wasting my time, I tried to utilize my time in numerous ways. I attended the online classes conducted by my teachers to catch up with this academic year's portions. I also practiced my skills in arts like origami, trying to utilize my time in a creative way. I also got the chance to strengthen my family relationships. I tried to help my family by indulging in activities like cooking, gardening, cleaning, and many others. After all these, the activities which I found the most enjoyable was reading and quizzing. Many online sites were available for reading books of both scientific and literary. For me, reading was the best way to improve my language and vocabulary, especially at this time of lockdown. I also attended several online quizzes, trying to boost my knowledge and also to keep myself updated. I became an active participant of the quiz as I started to learn new things. I enjoyed playing quiz as it helped me to keep abreast of all the information, changes and progress taking place in the world. So, even though it is lockdown, I'm trying to utilize my time in a productive way. So I think all the people should engage themselves in some activities, try to keep them physically and mentally fit, and also spend these lockdown days safely and happily. Thank you.
As you all know, Kerala became the first state in India to report a coronavirus case in January. The first case was a student who was studying in Wuhan, the epicenter of coronavirus. Our Kerala, a thin strip in the country's southern coast, managed to contain the situation then. But by March, it became a pandemic affecting almost 195 countries. India had been under a strict nationwide lockdown since late March, a situation which we could not even imagine before. As 10th grader, I was skeptical about what to do, what not to do, locked within the four walls of my house. All of us were anxious about the coronavirus cases, its spread, death rate, etc. So I started spending more time in reading newspapers, which added to my GK. Online classes were started in school for 1 hour daily, so I had plenty of time to go on to my hobbies. I have a vast collection of books in my home library. I started reading the books which I had already read. I also bought new books by Kindle and read them too. It gave me much mental relaxation. I started reducing my time watching TV and indulged in a lot of online quizzes. Even though I was not able to win all of them, I gained a lot of knowledge. This lockdown period made me metamorphose into a new individual. I started washing my own clothes, helped mother in her kitchen work, and also started playing in the backyard alone. We will live with COVID-19 for a long time. Let's not deny it. Let's not make things unnecessarily difficult for us. Let's learn to be happy and live with the fact. Let's work on our hobbies and enhance our abilities. Thank you.
Elizabeth Thomas, our budding poet, is going to recite her new poem, A Superhero Story, a tribute to our brave warriors of COVID-19.
Sit tight and listen, because I am going to tell you a story. And I think you'll like it because who doesn't like superheroes? So listen close and hard as we set the stage at the little city, Wuhan, where a tiny little being resides, named after the rays of the sun. He is invisible, unnoticed, ignorable, at least until he attacks. First, it's a little itch at the back of your throat, dry coughs, probably allergies, then a black nose. Well, I do hope the weather clears up. And it goes on. Minor problems, let's just ignore them. Until one day, you can't move. Your body is lead and your reinforcements are working against you. It seems like we have our villain. And before you know it, he's taken over the world, massacring people by the millions. And what can we do? We run, lock our doors, imprison ourselves within these four walls, and pray he doesn't come knocking. But there's still some outside. It's time for our superheroes to make an entrance. But these heroes wear no capes, nor do they have superpowers. Their weapons are thermometers and stethoscopes, and their suits are plastic goggles in masks. But that doesn't make them any less intimidating as they take on the malicious crown and give everything to saving those who have fallen prey, even as others run away. All around the world, they come together, giving up safety, health, and family for the greater good. They beat against the flames relentlessly for their home, their society, their world, to flatten the curve and subdue the storm. I guess we need an ending. But an ending is something that doesn't need say. We all know how this one ends. Me and you, we're here because they gave up everything. some even their lives, to wipe this unseen villain off the face of our beautiful world. How can we repay their sacrifices other than with a thank you and a promise to see them for what they truly are? Doctors and nurses, capeless heroes and wingless angels. Thank you.